As you are looking live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's a brutal one out here as 2 to 4 inches of snow cascading across the ground, but we're ready for some SAC basketball here on the Charger Sports Network as Carroll plays Dwenger. Carson Beeman joined here by Owen McFadden. First Friday night doubleheader of the season. Feels great to be back here in Charger Fieldhouse as Owen. Big game here, two teams with kind of a rougher start to the season trying to get back on the tracks.
Yeah, it was a great start to the night for the Chargers, of course, winning the girls' game, but the boys also are going to need to get out to a great start like the girls did if they want to win this game. Of course, as you said, two teams really having struggles. Bishop Dwenger yet to win a game on the season. The Chargers in a 6-game ruse, so really going to need a good performance from the Chargers to get their season back on track.
Yeah, as you said, on Dwenger 0-7 this season, Carroll 3-8. Both teams were first-year head coaches just looking to make an impact with kind of a lot of roster turnover on the season. As Owen, what are the kind of keys to this game?
Yeah, I think the Chargers are just going to be able to really shoot the ball well if they want to win this game. As we've seen in the Coach Benedict era, this team not scared to pass the ball around, really focusing on good ball movement, but have not really had consistent scores outside the senior Paxton Crane. So gonna need other players on this team to step it up, especially with their guard play.
And you mentioned Paxton Crane, Owen, one of our players to watch as we go into it. But Paxton Crane gonna be a big part of this game for Carroll. 15 points per game, 11 rebounds a game, as really great overall. And then Aslan Nolan, really the big leader on this Bishop Dwenger team. 11 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, and 3 steals a game, leading the team in all 4 of those major territories, as these are two teams that are led a lot in production by their star players, and they're going to need to rely on them if they want to come out with a win here tonight.
Yeah, Paxton Crane has had a pretty good start to the season, done pretty much what he can, especially being expected to shoulder that offensive load, but unfortunately for the Chargers, have not really had another player step up, as no other Charger averaging in double digits for scoring this season quite yet. So as I said, gonna need somebody else to step it up just to take the load off Paxton Crane.
Gonna be definitely interesting to see. It's been a minute since this Carroll team has played inside Charger Fieldhouse. It's been since the 7th of December when they played against Columbia City, that being in a loss. So it's been a long time since we've seen this Carroll team at home, but both of these teams looking for their first win in conference play.
Yeah, and just a difference here that we saw in those tournament games, a freshman Carter Middleton coming up, stepping up, playing that guard position for the Chargers. And Chargers have not really had a reliable guard option, unfortunately, as I talked about this season so far. So I'm going to thrust the freshman onto the spotlight here tonight once again in conference play.
Yeah, as you said, it's been a while since we've seen this Carroll team. Carter Middleton, the freshman, going to be definitely another player to watch here in this one. Just about 2 minutes away from the tip. It's coming up pretty shortly here, folks. It's Carroll Bishop Dwenger here on a Friday night on the Charger Sports Network. As we'll take it down to our PA announcer, Mr. Windmiller, for your starting lineups.
George Pori. A 6'2" senior, number 5, Ryan Groves. A 6'1" junior, number 22, Casey Piper. A 6'3" sophomore, number 23, Zach Lehrman. And a 6'2" senior, number 24, Aslan Nolan. Saints are coached by Brandon O'Leary.
Jumping that five, jumping that, hitting that five, jumping out with, jumping that, chopper doing circles. It's a bird, take him to the potty. He's a nerd, bow. I ain't seen hit corners in the month. Birds, bow. Done politicking with the competition. What's the word? Put that on my mama. 8 in the process. Trying to take a toe to the progress. Tongue tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got a strap in the potty. Who the f is in the party? Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up.
And now for your Carroll Chargers, a 5'11" freshman, number 10, Carter Middleton. A 5'10" senior, number 14, Tyler Morris. A 6'2" junior, number 15, Miles Herring. A 6'7" senior, number 35, Paxton Crane. And a 6'6" junior, number 51, Brody Fisher. Chargers are coached by Chris Benedict.
And with that, we are ready to roll here inside Charger Fieldhouse. A later start, 7:51 due to the girls game going a tad longer, but nonetheless, we are ready to go. Your starters for the Bishop Dwenger Saints: George Poiri, Ryan Groves, Casey Piper, Zach Lehrman, and Aslan Nolan. And then your starters for the Carroll Chargers, as it is a bit different than it has been. Jack Van Order not in the starting lineup anymore, as it's Chris Middleton, Tyler Morris, Miles Herring, Paxton Crane, and Brody Fisher, as we are ready to go. As tip is up and controlled by the Carroll Chargers. Middleton now with it. Middleton at the top of the key. First game in almost a month. Actually, it has been longer than a month here at home. Carroll team trying to get back on track after losing 4 straight. And this is a Dwenger team looking for their first win of the season, 0-7 coming in today. Now starting off right where we left off at home. A slow possession here, 30 seconds in, and it's been Carroll with the basketball the entire time. Not a single shot has been attempted. Middleton thinks about it. Now they go around the horn. Middleton, Herring, Fisher, Middleton driving through, thinks about putting it up, doesn't. Herring's not open, drives through. Fisher misses it, and it took 56 seconds, but we have our first field goal attempt of the game, and Brody Fisher will head to the line.
Yeah, and that's just really the brand of basketball we have seen with the new head coach, Chris Benedict, at home here. Not scared to just continue passing the ball around, not trying to force a shot up.
Has held his opponents to an average of 50 points a game. The issue is the offense has been averaging 45 points a game. Morris now to Herring. Middleton, as they've been pretty much just going around the perimeter trying to target the bigs down low. Swing it open, half space. Morris in the corner. That one rolls out. So good defensive stand here by Dwenger. So here's Nolan. It's going to be the important player to watch here on the floor tonight. Poiri over to Groves. Nolan puts a shot up. That one rolls off the floor. The offensive rebound is there. No good from Lehrman. And it's back to the Chargers, as this is the third possession in the first 2 minutes of the game now. And it's the ball in the hands of the Chargers. Middleton trying to look inside. Now back to Morris. Trying to find Crane, swinging it back. Morris. As Carroll, a very patient team. They'll wait until they find a shot they love. Middleton with it. There's not much to commentate on at the moment. As Fisher drives in, gets fouled again. So Brody Fisher will head to the line.
Yeah, and the Chargers just playing exactly how we've seen them play at home.
Fisher Dwenger foul number
As we already
23,
talked about,
Zach
not
Lehrman.
scared to just continue passing the ball around. And so far in the game, about 2.5 minutes gone, 0 points for either team.
Brody Fisher misses the first one. Fisher makes the second, the 2-and-2, a 43% free throw shooter coming into today. Poiri going down low. Nolan working on Herring, no good. Rebounded by Crane. Middleton now. We'll slow it back down. As 1-0 here, almost 3 minutes into the game. That's almost thrown away. Herring keeps it. Swings over. Middleton, Fisher, and Herring again. Mid-range shot by Crane is pure.
Number
Yeah, it's
30,
a good shot there from Crane.
Paxton Crane.
Just taking the space that he was given by the Saints defense. But so far, the Saints doing a pretty good job of just keeping up with the Chargers ball movement.
3-0 in this one, almost 3.5 minutes through the first quarter. Poiri trying to make a move as he draws the foul on Herring.
Yeah, it was a good spin move
Carroll
there.
foul. Number 15,
But
Miles
Matt
Herring.
there with the physical contact, so will be a foul on the Chargers.
So Poiri with the opportunity to get the first Saint points of the night here. He's not able to do so on the first attempt. Poiri able to make the second shot as Saints are now on the board in this one, as it's 3-1, 3.5 minutes of the way through in the first quarter. Middleton now to Herring. Trying to find Crane. Crane now rotating around. Morris has the open shot for the three lead, and that one's going to be short.
Yeah, again, good ball movement, but when you have the opportunity to take wide open threes from behind the arc, you got to convert it for the Chargers.
Morris has been a pretty good shooter on the year as that shot is missed. Good contest by Fisher on Lehrman. So 4 minutes of the way through, 4 points combined. As Carroll once again staying patient. Middleton on the left side. As they've just been passing back and forth on the perimeter. They go inside. Fisher now swinging. Herring driving inside. Rolls back out. Crane, Morris, Middleton takes the corner. Three, no good. Carroll 0 for 3 to start out from the three-point line here in the first quarter. So Poiri As there's a shot by Nolan, and the leading scorer for the Saints is on the board and gives them the lead. Coming in, averaging 11.6 a game. It's a high volume shooter, shooting 35% from the field. As Dwenger launches in front for the first time, here with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Carroll being extremely patient here. Just drilling clock, waiting for that perfect shot. As there's a drive by Herring, no good. Both teams still only one field goal made in this one.
Yeah, it was a good idea to try and drive in the paint, try something new, but unfortunately for the Chargers, this won't fall.
So, Casey Piper now over to Nolan. Working on Crane, matchup to watch here tonight between the two leading scorers. Piper with a hezzy dribble. Nolan with positioning, swings out, Poiri, as that one's gonna get lost. Ball on the ground. And it's gonna be a timeout taken by Bishop. Dwenger will take one with him. It's 4-3.
30 seconds.
As we are ready to go, trying to bounce it off the back of Crane. It's blocked. Good recovery by Paxton Crane. 4-3. Herring with it. Well, if you're watching along with the college football playoff game, same points combined here as in that one, and that being 7 as Ohio State gets on the board. Van Order in the game for the first time changes that. He gets a 3 to start off.
Yeah, good to see Van Order coming out firing, as still struggling with the guard play. Middleton unfortunately not doing much there in the first quarter for the Chargers, so next man up mentality here, as just need a more solid effort.
Nolan with 3 of Dwenger's 4. The only made field goal made by him today in the first quarter. That one is lost, but will stay with the Saints wearing gold today. As that's swung over. Dwenger looking to take back the lead. That one is missed by Groves. And once again, another strong rebound here by Paxton Crane, cleaning up things on the glass. 15 seconds to go in this one for the first quarter.
And a good defensive quarter for the Chargers, only allowing 4 points, but unfortunately not putting up many of their own, only 6.
That's Van Order, time ticking down. He's gonna have to put up a shot. Crane has it, able to roll it in at the buzzer, and a good way to end it. It's 8-4 here. We'll head to the second quarter. As we welcome you back in here on the Chargers Sports Network as Carroll takes an 8-4 lead. As we'll take a look at the coaches for today. Both first-year head coaches, but very different in terms of experience. This is Brandon O'Leary's first year coaching for Bishop Dwenger. Chris Benedict's first year coaching for Carroll, but 33rd season overall, 464 and 292, the 13th most active, winningest coach in the state of Indiana, as he has his team up to a low-scoring 4-point lead so far. As Connor Wright to inbound the basketball for the Saints. As that one's tapped away by Kieferl, kept alive for the Saints. Backing down is Ryan Groves, and he gets the close shot to fall. So both of these teams very slow-paced, matching each other well. But once again, Carroll playing slow. There is some more speed on the floor now with Van Order and Heath both in. Van Order takes the shot, and he's 2 for 2 from the 3.
Yeah, and Van Order stepping it up off the bench as 2 quick threes there. One at the end of the first quarter, one at the start of the second. He's got the Chargers up to a 5-point lead.
And now Dwenger on the response on the other side. That shot is missed by Wright.
Van Order with the rebound again.
Heath now to Herring. Heath back to Herring again. Carroll yet to go inside the perimeter on this possession, as they do this time with Herring. Has nowhere to go. Kiefer was able to find the Hail Mary pass, and he puts it up.
Yeah, just a good move there from Kiefer just to grab that ball, put it back up.
Something fell on the ground, as it was a chuck-a-duck, so.
6 minutes and a half too early.
Yeah, can't be doing that during the game. Chuck-a-duck is at halftime. I got my duck, so. Have yet to make it in throughout my tenure here at Carroll. But
maybe tonight's the night.
Maybe tonight. Well, I'll check in with you guys in the third quarter. Noland with it. Dwenger still trying to find something. That ball is lost. Morris scooping it up as he'll get fouled. First team foul of the quarter for the Saints. That one called on Eddie Miller, junior. So 13-6, Carroll with a 7-point lead, the biggest one of the night here in the second quarter. Morris trying to go around Van Order, who has had the hot hand as of late. Good pass now to Heath. And Carroll once again passing among the 3 guards at the 3-point line, just trying to find something that go is moving that Dwenger zone. Playing the 3-2. 2-3, I should say. Carroll still waiting to find a good shot here. About a minute elapsing from the single possession. Morris thinks about taking it. Had some space going inside to Crane. He's going to put it up. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Zach Lehrman. Dwenger looking to pass it in here. 4:50 remaining in the first half. Nolan finding Piper. 3-point shot taken by Poiri. The leader in 3-point percentage on this team is off the mark. So halfway through the second quarter, Dwenger with only 2 points to show for. Carroll with 5.
Yeah, the Chargers with the off-the-ball movement, just trying to get somebody open with this 2-3 zone from the Saints.
He thinks about taking it. We'll bring it back out. Van Order swings it now to Morris. Fisher now at the line. Trying to go inside. Kiefer trying to use his speed, and he's going to get called on the offensive foul.
Yeah, just an unsuccessful offensive possession there from the Chargers, but have jumped out to a 7-point lead here, and you know how these two teams play. A 7-point lead is a lot bigger than what it implies.
As you can see there, Kiefer just caught extending the arm a bit too much on the wraparound, trying to get around on the baseline. Good closeout defense there in the coffin corner, but good job by number 20, Luke Dykhusen, to bounce it off of Morris. As we look at the matchup history between these two teams, as the home team has won in the last 4 matchups. It's gone back and forth, but Dwenger able to get the win last season. Poiri driving in, good move around the cup, can't finish, Crane around him. Heath. Fisher now to Morris. Van Order with an open look. Can't get it to finish around the rim, but it's going to be a foul on the landing.
Yeah, and Van Order really been one of the most positive, if not the most positive team or asset to the team so far here tonight offensively, as already has 6 points, of course, coming off the bench, so has really been the bright spot of the Chargers so far.
6 points, the game leader, as he looks to extend as second trip to the line for the Chargers today. As that one bounces out. Van Order is 72% shooter on the season. As he makes 1 of 2. So Carroll now installing a press here at the forecourt. Piper able to get around it as mid-ranger is short. But good offensive rebound there by number 35, JT Moreland. There's a shot taken for the 3 by Nolan, and he's able to get the first 3 made here of the second quarter.
Yeah, Nolan really doing it all for the Saints. Has 6 of their 9 points, so Chargers really need to pay attention to Bishop Dwenger's best player.
Nolan with 6, as that is way too hard of a pass by Fisher, trying to find Herring in the corner. So it's a 5-point lead for Carroll in this one. .236 remains in the first half. As good move onto, but can't finish at the rim once again. Good presence by Paxton Crane, and more struggles of Dwenger just struggling to finish. Have had good looks, have made good moves inside on the paint, but have just not been able to make much of it. Middleton, who's back in the game, as Crane gets it. Crane now up to 6 points tonight.
Yeah, but if you're the Chargers, you're probably going to need somebody else to just start scoring. Yes, only person right on the 4th points. Brody Fisher with 1 is foul called there.
As he hits Poiri on the shot, so it's going to be another trip to the line for Dwenger. Poirier. Second trip today, went 1 for 2 the last time around. That one's missed. This is a Dwenger team that has struggled to stay in games. 6 out of their 7 losses, which has been every game they played in, have been by 14 points or more. So a good sign here by the Saints, just being able to stay within, down 6. Here with a minute 44 to go in the half. Herring. Carroll just trying to find something here. 8 points in the first quarter, now 8 in the second. Dwenger had 4 at the end of the first. They were able to score 6 this quarter. Middleton open at the 3, and it's nothing but nylon.
Yeah, and a great 3 there from Middleton as both the guards here stepping up, hitting 3s.
Nolan off balance, midi is good.
And that was a nice answer there from Aslan Nolan. Off balance, as you said, putting it in as still a 7-point lead for the Chargers, under a minute to go.
Nolan with 8 points leading the game. Crane trying to drive in as it's going to be a foul on the floor. So 47 seconds remain in the first half. Middleton to inbound. Up to Herring. As Herring looking to save for the last shot here. Herring, Nolan coming out of nowhere, trying to speed him up, almost getting the steal as he was looking at Coach Benedict. There's going to be a blocking foul on Piper. As Dwenger had 1 to give, so 11.5 remains in the first half. (19-12) as clock malfunction, so restart. .1 showing on the clock, but it was 11.8, I believe, before throwing it in. As officials figuring out what to do. It's going to be a technical, actually, I believe, delivered to Brandon O'Leary. Something happened. Technical on Dwenger. I don't know the specifics of it, but Van Order is going to get a shot here at the line, and it's missed. Carroll 2 for 5 from the line here in the first half. Make it 3 for 6. So it's 20-12. 11.1 to go in the first half. Carroll with the ball. So last shot of the first half looking to happen on this possession. Herring. There's going to be an offensive foul on Fisher.
Yeah, just another mistake there by the Chargers, as all things considered, I've had a pretty good first half, up 8 points, which, as I've mentioned previously, is more than what it applies in this slow-moving game.
So 5.7. Dwenger's going to get the last shot in this one. Nolan with it. As he takes a step back, no good from 3 as we'll head to half. Carroll with an 8-point lead, they lead it 20-12.
team.
Yeah, when the bass and the cake drop, when you hit the floor, the DJ play the vibe. Till the night dies, till the night dies, lit till the sunrise, till the sunrise. Work, get your whole life, get your whole life. We gon' push that spotlight, we gon' dance till the night dies. They don't snap that snap like they used to, they don't snap that snap. They don't click click clack like they used to, they don't click click clack. They don't hop that back like they used to, they don't hop that back. They don't bump that track like they used to, they don't bump the track like they used to. I work, I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut in this session. Okay, I don't work for free, no. That's not the team hunting, no man. Don't make it rain on me, I might let you see. What you gonna let them see? Now walk, now walk, now walk, now girl, put the bass in your walk, head to toe, let your whole body talk.
If you taking notes,
We about to go off, when the speakers go loud, everybody turn up, it's about to go down, make the whole room spin, turn the bass up loud, we about to go in, and we can't stop now, right. Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention?
if you taking notes,
3, 2, 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get those ducks ready here.
Wings and pizza here.
You mean pizza and wings?
16 boneless wings, 1 pizza, wings and pizza.
It's stuffed crust pizza. Pizza is the lead.
Wings and pizza.
Guys, get a large stuffed crust pizza and 16 boneless wings starting at $19.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
All right, got about 30 seconds remaining.
As we welcome you back inside Charger Fieldhouse from halftime. Quick look at Chuck a Duck, and we'll take a look at your halftime replay as Carroll leads in this one 22-12, Owen, as it hasn't been the fastest game of all time, but Carroll has done what has had to be done to take the 8-point lead in this one.
Yeah, certainly not fast, but looking there with the play of Jack Van Order, they've really jumped out to a nice lead here, a little 8-point lead as Jack Van Order, of course, having 8 points himself, but also Paxton Crane, the senior, you know, as we know, the #1 option on this team with 6 points as well. So the offense playing well in the shape of the game, as this, you said, a slow-moving game.
It's a slow-moving game. Both teams being fairly proficient, as you've seen there, 42/43% from both ends of the floor, as both teams getting ready. A lot of halftime ceremonies coming here, as the guy's gonna try to win free Pizza Hut for the year. We can see how he fares in this one. So you see Dwenger getting ready. The clock is paused at 3:06 minutes. Let's see if this guy can win pizza. Owen, what's up? That? Oh, back rims. So no pizza for the night. Type of night.
Unfortunate.
That's good. For anyone that's wondering about my Chuck a Duck ventures, did not make it. Horribly missed. So that's the type of night it's been overall. But 3 minutes now before the opening of the second half. Carson Beeman joined here by Owen McFadden here on the Charger Sports Network for the first Friday night doubleheader of the basketball season. As Owen, what did you see there in that first half?
Yeah, as I said, I just saw a team that really been the story all season long, not scared to pass the ball around as long as they want. Of course, no shot clock in the state of Indiana, so keep passing the ball until they get a shot they like, and it's worked out so far, up to 20 points here. But also their defense, it's been really solid all season. Same story tonight, only allowing the Saints to 12 points. Pretty much only allowing the damage being done with Nolan, so no other Saint really stepping up to the task.
Yeah, and something to note here for the Carroll Chargers has been Jack Van Order. 8 points, currently leading the team, tied for the team high with Aslan Nolan of Bishop Dwenger. So really something to note there. The starting point guard for most of this season got a spot taken by Carter Middleton. Now the sixth man has done well in his role.
Yeah, he's done well, especially coming off the bench. Maybe, you know, that's just kind of what he needed to get his spark back. As Middleton not playing bad either, had a three-pointer in that second quarter, but Van Order, in the time that we've seen him in this game, has probably been the Chargers' best player.
So about 2 minutes to go until we start second half play here on the Chargers Sports Network. Carroll leads it 20-12. As we begin second half play here on the Chargers Sports Network, both teams trying to get out of a rut to start the season as Carroll leads Bishop Dwenger 20-12 here in the middle of the way through the SAC season. As Morris goes to pass it in as we start back up play. Middleton now to Herring.
Yeah, and the freshman Middleton starting the second half back out there, not Van Order, so just important to notice.
Van Order, of course, coming off the bench as a six-man, leads team with 8, as we said earlier. Good move inside by Crane to get the scoring started. Carroll now up 10.
Yeah, and if the Chargers can exploit down low with Crane, would be optimal for them on the offensive end. As
Poirier on the opposite side of the floor tries to draw the foul, gets no contact. Middleton now is going to slow things back down. So Crane, now over to Herring. Crane has 4 points here in the first minute to start the second half.
yeah, again, same thing, just exploiting the size difference down low. Working well for the Chargers is trying to press there. It's tipped by Morris.
Crane, the first player in double digits tonight, now with 10. As his team is up for a 12-point lead, the biggest tonight. Carroll trying to snap their 4-game losing skid, looking for their first win since December 14th against East Noble. Has also been the last away win, their last home game. It's their first home game since the 7th of December, and looking for their first home win since opening day against the Norwell Knights. Lehrman now to Piper. Nolan will take the three at the top of the key, is short. Herring slashing through, passes out to Morris. Now Herring had the shot open, decides to forego and pass, as that will be a defensive foul on number 23, Zach Lerman.
Yeah, but again, the Chargers just trying to target Paxton Crane down low, as we've seen on every possession. Just trying to pass the ball down into that paint, allow Crane to get to work.
Herring. Now here's Crane on the corner. Morris, open shot at the elbow. Good closeout by Poiri. As top of the key by Herring is good.
15, Miles Herring.
Carroll shot well beyond the arc here tonight, 4 for 7. As those are Herring's first points of the game. Good spin move by Piper, but a whistle was blown beforehand, and it's a timeout by Bishop Dwenger. It's their second. We'll take one with them. As Dwenger uses their second timeout of the game, Carroll still with all 5. Here's a lead by 15 with 5:52 to go in the third quarter here on the Charger Sports Network. Thank you for joining us here on a very snowy Friday afternoon. We hope everyone is staying safe out there with the bad road conditions. That's Piper with it. Now Nolan, who's going to need to get rolling here. Did not mean to rhyme there, but I did. As Middleton with a good fight for it. Jump ball, it will stay with the Saints. Nolan inbound. As they go inside, Lerman. As trying to put the shot up is Nolan. No good. Goes out to Poiri. Saints trying to get back in this one, down 15, the biggest deficit of the night. Poiri. Now to Mordlin. And Nolan will take the 3, and he is able to put it in. Aslan Nolan with 11 of the Saints' 15 points.
Yeah, as you said, they're going to need him to really step up here, as we're down 15, now down 12, but as time ticks on, lead gets bigger and bigger as Morris
trying to respond off the mark. And it will go back to Dwenger, down 12 in this one. Dwenger trying to cut this back into single digits. As Moreland now to Nolan. Will go inside. Moreland trying to make a move on Brody. Fisher throws it nowhere. Nolan able to save it before going to the opposite end of the court. Nolan driving in, steps back. Trying to find a shot here. Now back to Poiri. As that one's tipped out, as we'll stay on this side of the floor. With 4:05 remaining in the third quarter. As Van Order checks in for Tyler Morris.
Yeah, Morris did a good job there, just trying to keep up with the pace of Aslan Nolan. And unfortunately, we'll take a seat, but did a good job there, not allowing Nolan to get a shot off.
As that's going to be a hand check on Van Order. That's his first. Piper, now Nolan. Nolan trying to make a move, has 3 Chargers around him. Back out to Ryan Groves. Groves gets his pocket picked, and it's now in the hands of Herring. It's actually Van Order with it, now to Crane. Crane swooping over, open 3 for Herring, he connects.
Yeah, and a good sequence there, starting off with the freshman. Middleton just picking the pockets there of the Bishop Dwenger Saints as Chargers playing well here, up 15, and pretty successful quarter for them so far. About 3.5 minutes left to go.
It's a 30-15 lead for Carroll here. Nolan will put it up. That one just missing the mark. Middleton. Herring at the corner, down low, Fisher. As they're gonna try to find Crane contested as he gets fouled, heads to the ground.
Tough foul there, but we'll be shooting more free throws here as Crane started off that second half very well with the back-to-back shots underneath the bucket. Has really been the best Charger this season, and no difference tonight, leading the team in scoring once again.
Crane now at 11 tonight, 74% shooter from the line. Two for 2 from Crane. 17-point lead now for the Carroll Chargers. Dykehusen trying to make a move. Trying to make a move on Crane, has a speed advantage there. Now going inside, size advantage, good block by Miles Herring, the lead points off the board.
Yeah, just a good effort there, getting that arm up, hitting the ball away from Miles Herring, the guard there, without fouling. Good play there, but still Dwenger ball.
2:28 left to go here in the third quarter. Trying to bounce it off of Crane on the inbounds to avoid the 5-second, but Crane just swoops it. Now Kieferl back in the game. Hill once again going around the horn with it. Crane with 4 Saints on him. They have room for Van Order to shoot the 3. He can't connect. Crane trying to get the offensive rebound. Saints secure. Trying to go inside his Piper. He gets fouled.
Yeah, good play there by Piper. Just seeing the 2 taller Chargers in the paint there, leaning in for the foul call as he'll have a chance to shoot a pair.
So that'll be the 3rd foul on Kieferl. Really the only player in somewhat foul trouble in this one. That one's front rimmed. Substitutions being made. Number 35, Kaufman comes out. Number 12, Eddie Miller comes in. As Piper can't make either of the 2. Dwenger 2 for 6 from the line now tonight. As mid-range shot by Crane, able to get it over.
Yeah, and we've seen that shot a couple times tonight, just with the ball movement, finding Crane in that mid-range area, and Crane, no hesitation to shoot that.
Campbell working on Kieferl. He swoops it away, keeps it, as he's going to get The foul called. So good job by Kiefer staying in there and giving the ball back to Carroll.
Dwenger foul. Number 3, Cooper Campbell.
Campbell's first.
Yeah, this is lead all the way up to 19 now, so Chargers doing a good job of coming out of halftime, putting their foot down and just really cementing their lead in this game.
As Van Order gets fouled on the floor. With 55 seconds left to go in the quarter. Saints had one to give. So Herring looking to get some time off the clock here. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Over to Heath. Dwenger still in their zone that they've been in all game defensively. Looking like Carroll might save for the last shot, have not really approached upon even the three-point line. They've wasted 30 seconds alone. Now 15 seconds on the clock. Van Order thinks about shooting it. Now dumps it to Kiefer. Kiefer driving in. Crane under the basket. 21-point lead by Carroll. Van Order pokes it out of bounds. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Carroll improving upon their lead. Have outscored Bishop Dwenger 16-3 in the quarter. As that's swatted away by Crane. Crane has it. He gets fouled. He'll head to the line. Takes a spell on the floor. As it will be big foul here as the referees throw up the X's. So it'll be 2 free throws as a technical, and then Carroll will get the ball back with 2 seconds here. So big opportunity to extend this lead. Mixed first one. Carroll 7 for 10 from the line tonight as Crane makes both. Carroll now has 2 seconds to try to extend it. Biggest lead of the night now at 23. Carroll almost matching what they had in the first half alone in this quarter, as that will end the quarter as Carroll puts up 18. Dwenger only puts up 3. Carroll leading by 23 here on the Chargers Sports Network.
Wings and pizza here.
You mean pizza and wings?
16 boneless wings, 1 pizza, wings and pizza.
It's stuffed crust pizza. Pizza is the lead.
Guys,
Get a large stuffed crust pizza and 16 boneless wings starting at $19.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
As Carroll putting up their best quarter by far, 18 points to give themselves a 21-point lead, playing well on both ends of the floor. Owen.
Yeah, they just really stepped it up out of halftime there, as a lot slower game in that first half, but nearly equaled their first half total in that third quarter all by themselves. So pretty solid offensive effort there, as 4 different scores on the floor here for the Chargers, and did well defensively against the Saints, not really allowing them to get going.
Good cut inside by Van Order, and he finishes now up to 10 points.
Yes, and Van Order up into double digits for scoring here tonight has definitely been one of the solid pieces so far.
Paxton Crane had a 12-point third quarter, really leading the way, but Van Order now up to double digits as stated. As once again, say his name and he appears. 20 points now.
Yeah, and a good move down low, just again using his size to get the easy bucket in the paint.
42-15, Carroll on pace to put up the most points that they've had in a long time. So that'll be a defensive foul by Van Order. This game being somewhat pivotal in SAC standings. Carroll coming in tight for 5th with Concordia at 1-1 in conference. And Dwenger tied for last place, 0-2. But Carroll still definitely in play here in the conference. We're going to have to win some big games along the way, especially against Southside in 2 weeks here at home. That'll be the next time we'll have a Friday night doubleheaders. There's a big three hit there by Connor Wright. Dwenger shooting the ball decently well from 3, 4 for 10 tonight, but have struggled to really come up with any offense. With that 3, they've tied the same amount of points they had in the 3rd quarter. Crane, he's feeling hot as he'll get the foul on the floor.
Yeah, and as you said, sorry about that, but as you said, definitely a big game for SEC play, but also just in the general landscape of both these teams, as both these teams struggling as of late, as we've detailed, but Chargers looking to be getting a pretty comfortable and good win here against the Saints.
Really a morale booster, too. Both of these teams on losing skids. Dwenger's losing 7 to open the season. Carroll losing their last 4. As Morris and Fisher both check in. Van Order and Crane come out. As Carroll looks to be well and away on their way to 4-8 on the season and their 2nd win in the conference. Next time we'll see Carroll play is their next game, as that'll be the 14th Tuesday against DeKalb here on the Charger Sports Network. JV starting at 6, Varsity following. A violation on the Chargers. (42-18) as that one's almost lost. Dwenger basically now with their subs in the game in this one. As there's the shot taken by Miller. It's actually Wright. He joins it. 2 made threes here by Connor Wright tonight in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it was a good shot there. No hesitation on that 3-pointer, and puts it in for the Saints, for a team just really not shooting the ball overall well tonight, and not many points on the board for them.
Omar in the game for the first time, gives it to Kieferl. And mid-range shot there by Brody Fisher, can't connect. Offensive board by Kieferl. 3-pointer by Morris, rolls out. And it goes back to the Saints. Trying to drive inside. Kieferl trying to get the tie-up, gets called on the foul. Coach Benedict not happy with it. That'll be his first. Trying to throw it up, and Miller's prayer gets answered with the trip to the free throw line. Down 21.
Carroll foul, number 4, Logan Heath.
First one's off the back iron. Dwenger struggling from the line here, 2 for 7.
Yeah, it really hasn't helped him, as not a very solid offensive effort from the Saints, and usually when you can't shoot the basket, you want to be able to shoot well at the free throw line and make up for it, but unfortunately for Dwenger, not really able to do either tonight.
Miller goes 0 for 2. Score remains a 21-point lead for the Chargers. Trying to find Fisher inside, it's picked off. Lehrman, one of the only starters in the game. Actually is the only starter in the game currently. As this will be the 7th, on pace to be the 7th Dwenger loss by 14 plus points this season.
Yeah, and Dwenger just not really playing well here tonight, especially out the gate. Just has not really ever reached another level that maybe we expected them to. Maybe expected them just to step it up a little bit offensively, kind of find their groove, but just like how the season has went, just nothing really here tonight.
Crane, who has 20 of Carroll's 42 tonight with it. Try to go down low, Fisher. Crane open at the mid-range, no good. Off to the right side, out of bounds. Staying with Carroll. 4:30 left in this one. Morris now to Omar. Omar driving inside, trying to make room, pass it out, open, Morris at the corner, no good. As that's poked away, Milton collects. Milton now trying to speed it up, will slow back down. As Fisher trying to go up with it, absorbs the contact and gets fouled, so next foul will send Carroll to the line regardless. Milton finding Lambert. Milton now driving through. Omar driving through Middleton. Carroll just trying to get some clock off and find a good shot. Fisher now back to Lambert. As Lambert will take the corner three, and Cole Lambert coming off the bench knocks down the corner.
Yeah, Lambert in the game for the first time tonight. Just want to get a shot up and converts there, as Charters having a pretty good offensive game for up to 45 points now.
6 for 13 from the three-point line here, shooting it well. It's 45 to 21 here with 3 minutes remaining. It's going to be a blocking foul on Crane. That's his second.
Carroll foul, number 35, Paxton Crane.
As Crane will come out to applause, so does Middleton. 20 points tonight, it's likely he will finish. Good performance by the leading scorer of this Carroll team, as well with definitely over 10 rebounds as Morales scoops up the steal. Lambert trying to put up, and Cole Lambert with a good performance here in the fourth quarter, now at 5. Dwenger trying to look for something here. That one's a miss. Good defensive presence by Brody Fisher. Sullivan now to Lambert, and Cole Lambert keeping the hot touch alive. 8 points here in the last 2 minutes. Time now on the floor. We'll take one with them. Welcome, Cole Lambert. He has 8 here in the fourth quarter.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Make the future yours at St. Francis. You belong here.
We create spaces that inspire.
If you dread shopping for a car and want a fully transparent, quick, and easy experience, let Rick show you why thousands of happy people have said Rick makes car buying fun. Visit Rick at Don Ayers Honda or online, rick@donayers.com. Let's
Go Chargers!
Carroll looking to improve to 4-8 on the season. They lead Dwenger 50-21. 31 points here in the second half. Had 20 at halftime. So definitely a good second half performance to build on.
Yeah, a big 29-point lead here. So a pretty comfortable win for the Chargers as they gear up for the rest of the season here, getting back on track with this win against Bishop Dwenger.
Carroll will play DeKalb on Tuesday. That one will be played here at home as we welcome in former Carroll coach Beasley. As the first one is made by number 32, Tommy Coughlin. And then following DeKalb, Carroll will have a good amount of days off as they'll play next Saturday at New Haven. So definitely a good schedule to get some wins back on the board. As strong rebound there by number 20, Sullivan Hill.
Bishop Dwenger foul number 30, Braxton Burmis.
(50-22) here with 2:04 remaining in the fourth. And coming up for Dwenger, they'll play Central Noble tomorrow, and then they'll have 6 days off before they travel to Wayne to face on the Generals. As Hill makes first one. That's 2 for 2. Carroll, good night being efficient, shooting, just doing everything right here. Definitely a good win to build on if you're Coach Benedict, as that's a good off-balance shot there by Lewis Morris. 52-24 in Morales. Kieferl. There's another foul on the floor that will send Carroll to the line. Both teams now in the bonus. As that'll send Hill once more, already with 2 free throws made. Minute and a half remains. Dwenger will head to 0-8 on the season, still searching for their first win and O'Leary's first win as a head coach. Dwenger, they put up the shot. That one is way off. Collected and put through by number 30, Braxton Burms.
Yeah, good effort there with the physical finish.
High scoring quarter for Dwenger now with 11. Omar swing it over. Morales. Now to Kieferl. As we take a look at our player of the game, Paxton Crane, finishing with 20 points here tonight in a great performance, carrying his team with a 12-point third quarter to really separate this one as the highest scoring player on Carroll's team and their leader once again with another double-double. So 40 seconds left in this one. Kaufman trying to put it through, gets fouled, so. 54-26. Here with 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. First one is made, as at least the children are having a grand time in this one. Kaufman going 2 for 2. rough night shooting from the line tonight for Dwenger, only 5 for 11. So inefficient shooting really is what hurt this Dwenger team, as Omar looking to just dribble the majority of the clock off in this one. Hill driving, kicks it out, Morales, and that will complete the game here as Carroll will have 1 more second left to play. We're not quite done yet.
Overall, a great defensive performance, though, from the Chargers. Looking like they're going to hold the Saints under 30 unless this goes in.
And it does not. So that will do it for the one of the only 2 double headers on a Friday night here of the year. As always, Carson Beeman joined here by Owen McFadden as Carroll able to get the dominant win there in a great second half performance.
Yeah, just a successful day to be a Carroll Charger, as girls kick it off, of course, with the win, and the boys following it up with also another dominant win, as really took advantage in that second half and just really put their foot down and won the game comfortably.
Yeah, both games where Dwenger looked competitive there in the early settings, had that nice surge in the second quarter, but good second half adjustments made by great teams, great performances overall, especially by Jersey Paul and Paxton Crane, both with 20+. So really, 2 good wins to build on for 2 basketball teams that really needed a win.
Of course, as we mentioned, you know, entering SAC play, the Chargers kind of on a losing streak, in a tough, really, place, and entering today, needed a win, got the win, and played well. Of course, the emergence of Jack Van Order in this game was pretty important, as, of course, not starting, coming off the bench, and played well. And, of course, Paxton Crane, been the guy all season long, had a good night tonight, especially in that second half where really started exploiting the size down low and finished with 20 points.
And really for Dwenger, just struggling to really stay consistent offensively. Only 5 for 17 shooting the 3-pointer and 5 for 11 at the free throw line. So just not really able to find really any offensive production. Aslan Nolan tried his best, finished with 11, but just not able to really do anything to keep his team in the game. And then overall, Carroll, just a great defensive performance overall in what was a good Friday night if you're a Carroll fan on a extremely snowy Friday night. We hope everybody stays safe here on the Charger Sports Network, as Carroll able to get the 54-28 win. We once again thank you everybody for watching. This has been a program extremely well done. Another great stream ran by exclusively Carroll High School students. Thank you for everyone on the camera. Hunter Mitchell was the director, Max Quintero on the graphics, Niang Meng on the replay. That's Owen McFadden. I'm Carson Beeman. Carroll wins 54-28. Have a good and safe night, everybody, and God bless.
The Carroll High School cheerleading team competed in 2 different divisions at the UCA Hoosier Regional Competition this past November in Fishers, Indiana. Both teams earned Carroll's first ever UCA Regional Championship title and earned 2 bids to compete at the National High School Cheerleading Championship. Tournament hosts over 1,200 of the best high school cheerleading teams from all over the country and is located at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in Orlando, Florida. They'll be heading to the National Championships on February 5th. Carroll will be competing with 28 athletes in 2 different divisions, Super Varsity Game Day and Large Varsity Traditional. Up next, they'll be showcasing their Large Varsity Traditional routine. This routine is 2 minutes, and 30 seconds of skills-based stunts, jumps, cheer, and dance. We thank you for sticking around and enjoy the show.
It's time to tear it down. Let's go. Georgia, let's go. We're about to wreck this party. C-A-R-R.